coach. She is an expert in marketing and sales, and pretty soon, like her finish the website. Next step is actually to move it to the marketing, move to the marketing aspect for priorities and initiative. So yeah. Anyway, while we're waiting for her, we can go ahead and start with the updates. So far, we've built out the sitemap and wireframe. Let me know if you have any questions on that one. But basically, before, like I mentioned, I think I mentioned this a couple times, like before we lock in with building actually a website, we want to lock in with wireframe and sitemap first, so we don't do like a lot of back and forth. So I'll leave this to you. If you want to share something, if you want me to share your screen, or if you want to share your screen, just let me know. But I'll give it to you for your feedback.
Yeah, I just had I looked at the wire map a little bit, or the wireframe, sorry, and I noticed that the like there's a lot of like different services that I offer that's currently on my website, like licensing, patents and enforcement, things like that.
Okay.
For the V1 of the website, I wanted to focus just on like trademarks and maybe trademark office actions and limit it in scope to the services that I'm offering. Just that when I market like one service, I want to start rolling them out one at a time.
Okay.
When I started my firm, like I started with like everything, and it's
Mhm.
hard to like send create messaging for like everything. So I wanted to hone in on one, build a pipeline for that, then roll out another service down the line, build a pipeline for that. So that was kind of the strategy that I was thinking about.
Okay. So, wait, are we at this right page, the services in the sitemap?
Hmm. Yep.
Okay, okay. So we're gonna remove the others and just keep trademark.
Yeah. So like
Okay.
we can even break that up into multiple sections. One can be like trademark registration specifically, another one can be like
Okay.
trademark office actions, and the third could be like trademark enforcement, where if someone wants to like, sue someone for infringement, they can do that too. Something like that.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Could you send those like a bulleted list in our ClickUp chat,
Yep.
and just let me know so I can we can revise this. No worries.
Okay.
And change, and that's actually the purpose of this one, so we don't create the wrong page for you. So we're gonna have like 4 or 5 trademark services. Does each of those follow the same process where they file the trademark intake form, or should they have different intake forms?
I think for the other cases, they don't really need an intake form. Like if they
Okay.
just give me like their name and like a brief description of what their issue is, then that's all I would need, just a simple form. But for the registration, I would need that intake form.
All right. And how many of those like other trademark services are we gonna have like a payment?
I think all of them should. Um, with one exception, the trademark enforcement work that's a little bit tricky. I can't really include like a Stripe payment because of like legal ethics rules and things like that.
Yeah.
But for the other services like the office actions and like that I might be able to like invoice people manually because those
Okay.
are kind of like a little less frequent typically. But
Mm-hmm.
registration services, I want to have that as like the one-stop shop where they can, fill out, automate the engagement letter. They just click and sign, and they can even pay through Stripe right away.
Yeah, right. Next question is with other trademark services, do you want the leads to book a call with you with your booking link? Because
Yeah,
we can set it up in a way that after before they book a call with you, they're gonna have to pay your fee. Like for 30 minutes, your rate would be how much would that be?
yeah,
Or
for
if you want
sure.
to have like a free discovery call, that's also an option.
Yeah, I think I want to stick with the free discovery call for right now.
Okay.
Mainly because I'm not going to be giving out legal advice in that. I just want to know who, basically basic information, who they are, what they want, what I can do for them, and then if they want to move on to the next steps of talking about how to protect it, then
Mm-hmm.
they would have to like either go for a paid consult and then sign up as a real client and have that payment credited towards what their service if they sign up, or if they don't sign up, then I don't waste my time. So
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for sharing that.
Mhm.
So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna have a free scheduling 15-minute call with you, discovery call, however you want to call it. But it's we can have like free consult CDA here. So
Yeah.
for the other trademark services, they book a call with you, you discover their needs. Then if you think it's the right fit, all you have to do is just send them the contract with a payment link. Now we can create multiple contracts or documents if you want,
Okay.
but we can even also just create a generic payment link with you. But how would your process be? Like, do you send them a document first that they sign before you send them the fee, or do you just send them the payment link?
No, no, they would need to sign the engagement letter first. So
Okay.
basically, the contract that signs them up to work with me, they would need to fill that out and sign that up first before they
Mhm.
pay.
All
But
right.
those can happen kind of at the same time.
And do they have a do you have a generic engagement letter, or is it different for each of the clients that you have?
It's going to be different because I want them to, if they're registering like just, one registration, I want it to reflect one. If there's multiple, it should reflect multiple and also list out what those are.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be different a little bit for each person, but at least with respect to each service type, it should be more or less uniform.
All right, gotcha. So okay, I think you've already shared your engagement letter, so we'll just add that in, and that
Yeah,
should
I
be okay.
still need to get back to you on like what parts need to be automated because
Oh
I
yeah, yeah,
developed a checklist on the to-do list. So I'll try to do that sometime this week.
yeah. If you
So
could just draw it, make a whiteboard, that'll be easier. You don't, I mean, if you want just to have an easier way to map it out, usually that's the best approach.
okay.
Okay. Now, anything else you want to add for the services, or are we good here?
I think this should be good for now. I think.
Okay. And no worries. Like even if we've already created and you wanted some updates in the future, we can definitely it's much easier to update a page or duplicate a page
Okay.
than okay. Basim is calling me. Hold on.
Okay.
Fine. FaceTime call.
So Anu, I just wanted to ask, is it
Barbara,
okay?
why don't you take over? I'll just answer this. I think it's important.
It's just regarding like for the post, like, is it okay if I can show your face, or would you like, or if like in this call, can I like blur this content and then it's just like showing that like we're talking with you, and then I can like maybe promote also your business also at the same time.
Wait, I didn't understand the question, Barbara. Could you say that again?
Yeah, because like I post the content on the school community and on IG, and I would like to, as you are one of our clients, is it okay if I can show your face?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And how about like with you speaking, or just you want like music over your voice?
No, you can have it speaking.
It's good.
I have no problem with that. Yeah, however you.
Okay.
So.
Great, great, great.
Yeah. So Barbara has been doing an amazing job managing our
Yeah.
community and taking the marketing strategies to the next level.
Yep.
So I actually mentioned Barbara that after we're done in implementation, we'll switch over to the marketing aspect, and we're still conceptualizing the strategy for that, Anu, because we're doing a total restructure of our process, our client journey. So we'll keep you updated when that is finished. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I
thanks
just
for.
want to tell you, Barbara, like the list of like 50 viral hooks. I've been really using that, kind of
Really?
making different videos for each one. So that's been very helpful. So
Yes, yes.
thanks for posting that.
Thanks so much. And also like it's actually like the normal things that we do. So it's you would think that what kind of content can I put, but actually it's just very simple.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's different variations you can try with it, and I think
Yeah.
one thing I'm going to be doing is actually I'm going to be moving to a new place next week. So this week and like a little bit of next week is going to be a little bit of a jumble on my end. But
But
sorry,
show that. Show that you're on the
Yeah.
move. They
show that.
like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'll get some like B-roll and some footage and
Yes.
that.
That's good.
All right. Well, good to know or good feedback.
Mhm.
Next is just want to make sure that we're okay with this one. For the blogs and insights, Anu,
Mhm.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy it as is, like whatever blogs that you have
Mhm.
posted before. We're gonna copy. We're not gonna change any word on that because that's bad for the SEO. But what we can do is for the future blog posts, we can just give you a guideline on what are the keywords that are good to add and or the keywords are SEO friendly or will attract more viewership.
Okay.
So
Yeah, because some of those blog posts, the old SEO company, they wrote something like 10 or 12 different posts that they had set to be scheduled like one a week or something like that. I reviewed like maybe four of them. I haven't had a chance to like review the rest, and I think they might have like somehow published. So,
mm,
is there any way to like go back and maybe edit some of those once we update the site? Because
yeah.
I don't know if like that content is actually correct. I don't want like incorrect info
Mhm.
floating out there.
Are there any other future posts that are pending from them that they're gonna publish or no?
I don't know. I can check. There should be actually. Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's good. All right. Well, I think you have a rich blog content. Actually, we can just compile everything, and it can, generate you unlimited source of carousels. But we can explore that in the future steps.
Yeah.
But okay, contact. This is just if they want to contact with you, leave you their email, and this is actually good to have in your here section. We're gonna include it there. Book consultation, trademark, facts. This should be okay. This is for the footer. Wait, 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 wait. Oh no, no. This is for the sub pages. My bad. Services about. Right, for the about page. Last time we were talking about if you want to include someone, and I kind of forgot if you want to include the other person or remove. I remember you want to remove someone, but are we gonna introduce someone new in your about page, or is it just gonna be you?
I think for the time being, it's just going to be me.
Okay.
Later in the year when I'm ready to roll out the patent services, then I'll bring him back to the page.
Okay. And also, do you have like an autobiography that we can use? Otherwise, we'll just anyway on how to um expand this details
Yeah,
of the
I submitted that to Sadia yesterday, so it should
okay,
should be
that's
on
good.
the on ClickUp.
All right.
I sent it
Okay.
like I think I just copied and pasted the text in the chat, so it should be there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No worries. Um, what else? Is this new or this old video?
That's me on a podcast, like a snippet of it.
Okay, okay. We can have actually feature this one.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
have
but
the full video?
you guys give me like an assignment, like I want you to record 3 or 4 videos saying X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
I think I'm okay with doing that. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna be moving next week, so it's gonna be kind of in flux. But once I'm a little bit more settled, um, I can make those recordings and kind of give that to you guys to use for the site also.
Yeah.
I think
Actually,
possibly get the Osmo Pocket since it's really good for recording. So I'll look into doing that too.
mhm.
And then we can have like high quality videos we can directly put on the website and other places.
Actually, you know what I'm thinking, Anu, and this is a good practice for you. Why don't we create a video for each of? I think we already talked about that. You're going to create a video for each fact,
Yeah.
but you
Yep.
can create this video for everything here, and it's can you reuse that in your social media? This is
Okay.
actually content like what is trademark? What is the difference between this and that? You know,
Yep.
and it can be just send us whatever is completed, and we'll update this one. And if you don't have a video for them yet, it's okay. We can just leave this text based.
Okay. Yeah. For the FAQ section for the new site, I kind of wanted it to look similar to the mock-up on Lovable that I sent,
Oh
where
yeah, yeah.
it's like three like a video slot for 3 different FAQs, like the most popular ones, and then there's
Mhm.
a video for those, and then there's a text FAQ just like this. So that could be like rich for SEO, and then
Yeah,
also get the videos up front and center.
yeah, definitely. I remember that we can add the 3 videos, but
I
this
think
one,
realistically, no one's going to read this page ever, even if they're curious, right? It's just too
yeah,
much. You know,
No.
the information will never get to them, even if it's so. I want to make it kind of a little bit more interactive and have like
yeah.
maybe 10-ish questions as the main FAQs, and the rest of the stuff we
Mhm.
use the
We can have
keywords.
like CDA.
So
We can have like a CDA at the bottom. Like if you have additional questions, you can pick a free consult. Yeah, that's a good one too.
yeah.
For conversion.
Yeah.
Okay, no worry, we have a record of that, your inspiration. For this one, the wireframe that I sent you, that's only for the homepage.
Mhm.
If you look here, now we can actually move to this topic if you want. But basically, this is going to be, don't worry about the copy. These are just sample versions. but this is how we want to position your website, and we can have this alternating, like pictures on the right, then text on the left, and this one pictures on the left, text on the right.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can start at the top. This is going to be your what do you call this, nav bar.
Hmm.
So your other of your all of your sub pages are going to be listed here. You have your beautiful logo here, and if it's something like a services where you have 4 items, we're gonna have like a popping nav that scrolls down and gives you like different links that you can click. So trademark, trademark A, trademark B, other trademark services. And like you mentioned, in the future you want to expand it. We can make this like full width, like from left to right, like all of your services are going to be listed here, and they're categorized. So this
Okay.
is okay. Let me know. This is good with you?
Yeah,
It's kind
is
of,
there a page for the blogs? You said on the nav bar, it says there's resources. Does that include the blog also?
yeah, yeah, definitely. We can feature articles. That's the point of this one. Like, but
Yeah, yeah.
for the resources, that's gonna be for the blogs. Like if you click, because I think you have 3 news blogs, and the other one, forgot the other one.
Yeah, it's just the news and
Oh, yeah,
development
actually,
and
two.
the IP.
So we
I
can
think
have,
we can like maybe merge those. Would do you think it's a good idea to just have one page for the blog?
yeah.
Or okay,
Actually, we can have like a single page, because having 2 options here, like people don't like to read a lot.
yeah.
Except like if they see a certain topic that caught their attention. So we can mix this too if you want.
Yeah, I think it might be better to have it blended like that because before like my thinking was let me have one where I can just talk about like super specific things that like maybe only like 10 people would care about, and have another page for topics that like would be SEO and searchable.
Yeah.
So
Then we can have just like different, like for example here, it's tagged as legal, construction, energy. So we can use the same concept here. Like we're gonna add tags here if it's news related or if it's just a blog.
oh yeah,
Um,
yep,
yeah, it's
that
gonna.
would be right.
And also, yeah, I forgot to mention, we can also introduce case studies if you have some, if you want to list it out. This is a good because for law firms, they find it very um, popular for their clients to
Mhm.
check on the case studies before they proceed with engaging with you. Usually, that's for business to business type of work. But you can introduce here like for resources, blogs, and case studies. But again, we can have that in the future. It can follow the same design that we're going to use for your blogs.
Okay, sure.
All right. Okay, now going back here, you have your hero section here. We can we can use a placeholder, but we wanted to feature you here on where it says protect your brand,
Yeah,
and your pictures on the right, like a full picture with a scenery on the left. If you have that kind of picture, just let us pick from those, and we'll find the best picture that suits your hero section.
yeah. I have a question about that. So, is there any way to like overlay 2 pictures on top of each other for the hero section? Does that work better, or does it have to be like one photo?
Um, I mean, it's better if you just show one picture here, because what
Mhm.
you're saying is like use 2 pictures, 2 different pictures in one hero section.
No, no. Basically, like, what I was thinking is, I took a photo of like
Okay.
of my bill, like the office building that I'm offered, like that I have my virtual address in, and
Mm-hmm.
so that was sort of like the background image for the hero section. But then there's like me in the foreground shown more prominently. Then it shows like kind of me in like the city sort of thing. I was
Yeah, yeah.
wondering if that would be
We
something
can
too.
we can definitely play around with it. Track is our lead on designs.
Mhm.
Just send us all of the pictures that you want, and we'll find them, mix and match how we can play around it with overlays and everything. Because forgot what client was that, but we also did the same approach or same concept with another client. Activity, I think.
What would be nice there would be that the background would be translucent, like opaque in the background.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I think this is well, it's not technically an overlay, but we use overlays here. But definitely we can play around with it. Just send us like your best high quality pictures that are not selfie,
Yeah.
and we'll make good suggestion for you on if you need you to retake one or find a if you need to retake a different scenery, we'll let you know.
Okay. Do you want me to like what should I wear? Should I just like wear a suit? Just a suit,
Yeah,
tie?
suit,
What? Okay.
suit and tie definitely because you're attracting professionals or well not attracting professionals but like people who wants professional help and someone that they can trust. And suit and tie is very good indication that this person is professional in what he does. He's a lawyer. He suits up real well, so it gives them the first impression. And that first impression really counts in a website. So that's why we want to find the best picture that we want to um, showcase here in your hero section.
Okay.
And the next section here is also your picture. So we can actually again we'll play around with it. You can have like building picture here, your picture here, but this one is definitely something that you're wearing a suit and tie.
Okay.
Because we're gonna introduce you. Here's our founder, Anu, then your background, like maybe 3 words. Then there's a button here that's gonna say if you want to read more, here's our about page.
Okay.
Okay, then next is after we introduce you, we're gonna share what are your core services. So it's kind of like we're telling a story. So here's our brand, here's our founder, here's our services. So we can have basically we want to feature three. So what are the three use cases that you want to show, or basically we can find any other topics from your existing website, but we want to feature them here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at your website, extract what we can, put it here, or if you want to provide us a case study, like you're focusing on trademark, here's what you do for trademark,
Mhm.
or this type of trademark, is what you do. So yeah. So but basically this is going to feature like the three trademarks, or even like 3 or 4 you mentioned other trademark services. If you want to combine them in just one post, you can also do that. Like one picture for trademark, and we have a separate page there that says, okay, what is a trademark? Blah 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 blah.
Mhm. Okay.
Then
And
next
on
is
the other part where it says like get started, learn more, is that going to be like like a link, or is that going to be like a button that's like kind of like more prominent?
this is actually a button. So if you click on this one, it will transfer you to the main page.
Oh, okay.
It's talking about specific topic. So think of this tree as individual pages that
Hmm.
people can review. It's just a summarized version of those pages, but if you click here, they'll get redirected to the main page.
Okay.
So somewhere in your about or services.
Okay.
Now next is why choose Kinhal Law. This is where we're gonna start bragging about you.
Mhm.
So any if you have any logos that you want to share, like brands that you've worked with, that's a good start.
Mhm.
And also testimonials, if you want to share that here, that's also good to have.
Okay. Yeah. For that section, I was thinking about taking reviews from the Google reviews that I have,
Yeah,
and just kind of
definitely.
putting them there. I think on that lovable mockup, I had like a wheel of three that popped up when you roll down, and then you can keep scrolling, and it's like almost like an infinite scroll that
Mhm.
takes you back to the first ones. I'll work on getting the reviews up, but also if you could have like three reviews constantly just showing like a 5 star across the top.
Yeah.
I
We
think that
can what we can do is we can highlight your top 3 reviews
might.
and
Mhm.
have all the other reviews show up at the bottom. That's what I'm thinking. So we highlight the best 3 that you choose for us. We show it here.
Okay.
And if you want to read more about reviews or what clients are telling about us, you can have that long list of reviews from Google.
Okay. That works.
Okay. Then here's your final CDA, your final call to action. So if you're, for example, if you're still undecided, you've reached the end, here's your final book your consultation or start your trademark form. And
Okay.
then you have your footer. So footer, we want to highlight all of your social media. So we would need to have, I'm going to review if we already have a task assigned for you regarding this one, but if not, we'll just create one.
Yeah.
Then you have your list here. So
Okay.
actually you have, we'll give you an option if you want to have like this formal version, or do you want to show just let me see, Magnivity. I think what we did for this client is not this one. Um, 30s. Cadet legal. Let's try this one. But basically, we can have a very simple footer where it just shows your social media
Mhm.
and your logo and even your call to action. But
Okay.
we'll let you decide if you want to have this, if you want to show your address, your contact numbers. I mean, that's totally fine. But we're gonna change. We can change this with a call to action with a CTA to um, book your schedule your free consult
Mhm.
or contact us form.
Yeah, makes sense. I think right now my preference is leaning towards having something a little bit simpler. I don't want my phone number on the new website,
Okay.
mainly because if people want to reach out to me, maybe I can have my email there, but I don't want random people just calling me, and that gets kind of tough to manage at some point.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Okay. We'll make those changes and we'll share with you a version 2. That's okay.
Okay, sure.
All right. And anything else that you think we should add here because this is the most important page from your new website?
Hmm.
Anything you want to add? Anything that you think is lacking?
Yeah, let me see here. 1 second.
Because for us, we designed this based on the core section. Well, the we have like 7 sections that we position in any of our website that we built. One is the hero, then we introduce you, or if you want to introduce your partners, you have that. And introduce your services. We show them why you're the best option for them. Then
Yeah.
your call to action. Next would be the feedback and your final CDA and a footer. So, total of 8. But if you want, again, if you want to add anything else, just let us know. We'll make those changes for you. For the colors here, this is not final colors.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a much better version of this once we start creating this website in your engine account.
Okay.
Okay?
I think last time we talked about having that pop color. I think I want to use like this bright green.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Remember?
I
Do you
think I
have the
posted that
hex
in
code?
the I think I posted it somewhere in the ClickUp chat. It's this is the same colors that I used to create this like the pricing. If you scroll up, I think it's there.
Wait, let me scroll a little bit.
Yeah, it's that one. If you scroll down,
Wait.
but yeah, if you scroll down just here, and then where it says here's a better mockup.
Okay.
If you click on that, this is the kind of the general look. So maybe a color like that.
Okay,
It
okay.
kind of pops. And also, I wanted to have the services laid out like this because I wanted to sandwich my main one, which is the name and logo, which most people
Okay.
typically do, and make it look like a deal compared to like the other one. So maybe it's a little bit, um, it makes
Mhm.
more sense financially for people to just go ahead and click and highlight that this is the most popular package that we have.
Yeah. In the future, we can add this, like if you have different variations. That's what I'm thinking. Like right now, we only have one trademark form. Or do you want to have this kind of offer stack for other trademark pages?
No, I think I want to have this mainly for the registration, just because it's more discretionary. People can, if they, it's not like they choose to file more trademarks. It's like whether they have it or not, right? So
Yeah,
based on like what they're actually needing, they can pick a package. The
correct.
other stuff, it's a little bit more like custom. It's like way more customized than this. So
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna apply this one and change the version that we have here. I think this part, our core services.
mhm.
So instead of showing our core services, we can actually um, hit 2 birds in 1 stone, show them the offer stack and what are the core services that you have.
Okay.
because we don't want like too much repetitive citations of your services, like introduce your services here, and at the bottom you have like the offer stack. So might as well just show it here, have it pop, and have it stick to their head.
Yeah, because I'm trying to make the registration the main thing, because I think that's really what's going to drive the revenue. So if that's on the first page, really like shown prominently, then I think that's the way to go.
Yeah, for sure. We'll include those. We'll revise this one.
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah, I think we're at the end of our call today. We'll make the revisions, then just a recap of the assignments. Just list out the 4 or 5 trademarks. Then, did you mention that you're going to give us a new logo or not?
I didn't mention that. I can give you the logo that I have now.
No, it's okay. I think we have a copy of that one.
Okay.
Um,
'Cause I'm kind of playing around with 2 right now. It's like one is just a blue box that says the Kinhal Law across the top. The other one is like a blue box with like giant letters KL and then underneath it
okay.
Kinhal Law.
Yeah, we need that one with the KL.
Okay, because I think that's more recognizable. It's just easier to see, right? So
Yeah, for sure. And what else? What are the other assignments? Um, Let me know if you have other feedback. Otherwise, we'll revise this and just give you a new version. But for the others, we have this meeting recorded anyway. I'll send this to Sadia. Sadia will review it, and all of the assignments that should be assigned to you. Sadia is going to do that. All right.
okay, that
Just
sounds
forget details. Right.
Yep.
Okay. Barbara, any closing notes? Anything you want to add, or are you good?
No, I mean like Anu can message me, and then if when you have the time because you're gonna be busy on your move.
Yeah. Yep. It's
Anything?
next Wednesday, so Thursday. After next Thursday, I should be a little bit more free. Or next Thursday, maybe Friday. Next Friday after or so. Yeah.
I mean, if you see the post of Basim like on his move to Colombia to Medellin, create something like that.
Okay.
Yes, because
Okay.
you're also on the move, so at least they can see that you're human also and relatable also to your audience.
Okay. Okay. So sounds good.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Let's just continue our communication in the ClickUp channel. All right.
Good. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thank you also.